Okay, great.
Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. And we would like to welcome you all there this morning, afternoon, and evening. Thank you for coming, and let me introduce today's speakers who will be with you live for the next half hour. Andrii Vyazovskyi, business analyst. Andrii also is blockchain community specialist. I'm sorry, could you please unmute? No, mute, please. Andrii? Okay. And I'm Irina Pashniuk. I'm software test engineer and...
Tatiana, could you please?
I'm sorry, Tatiana. Okay, I can proceed. Okay, my name is Irina Pashniuk. I'm software test engineer and I'm also a blockchain community specialist at IPA. Our agenda. I divided our talk into 4 main parts. We will consider the cryptocurrencies, cryptocurrency wallets, the wallet case, and quality assurance specific. Our presentation will take about 25 minutes and 5 minutes for question and answers. If you don't mind, we will deal with questions at the end of our talk. Okay, let's start from cryptocurrencies, and Andrei, I give you the floor. Please continue.
Thank you, Irina. Thanks, everyone. Good to see you all here. Today we're talking about cryptocurrencies, about crypto wallets, about the specific of those type of systems, and like to become more familiar, let's say, with the topic, let me introduce what the cryptocurrency is. So we all get into the cash economy, then we switch to let's say digital one, but using our credit cards or debit cards, using our bank accounts, and then we go to, but those things are centralized, and they are like all of these types of payment is issued by central banks, and they actually responsible for like keeping those liquidity, working with this economy, and doing all of this stuff, which is actually fiscal economy require. But when we're talking about cryptocurrency, it's kind of economy of the next generation. It's economy of the future, and the digital assets, there still will be the payment, like I'm asked for payments or for storing money, but in the future, and they've got a bit another nature, the more digital one and more decentralized one. So what's exactly digital asset? Digital assets is actually the line of code, a line of record, which is actually stored in a blockchain, which based of its nature allows only to write records, but you can't delete from there, or you can't actually change the record which is written in a blockchain, as well as you can't actually, let's say, hack the blockchain itself, uh, just like because of its like crypto algorithm, which is actually provided to create those blocks and to make this actually digital assets and digital money. So let's say what's exactly Bitcoin is like major representative of the digital currency world. So that's still a line of record which is actually stored in the blockchain, in the Bitcoin blockchain, and it allows you to like store some kind of money to keep them or obtain them in this, like, let's say, Bitcoin currency. Uh, please, next slide. And when you're keeping those money or like representatives, you need a kind of wallet. So to make it easier to make the kind of analogy with the current word we use, so let's say let's compare. So in the fiat world, as we call the word which is actually use the cash money or digital money, which is centralized and we are living now, with cryptocurrency. So we use, let's say, our bank account, or we use credit cards or debit cards to take an access to those bank accounts. And we even install an applications on our smartphones to have an access to those bank account. And we actually can do the same with the in the cryptocurrency world. So we can install the applications, which is actually called the wallets, the cryptocurrency wallets, which has an access to your records within the blockchain of the specific cryptocurrency. From the other part, for our credit cards, we use the card number, which is actually the same as the public address of your wallet within the crypto world. You can easily share your card number with anyone to receive money on your credit card or debit card. But still, you have the private things, which is actually CVV code or PIN code, which you actually keep safe and to avoid the situation when someone can steal that. The same thing, you have the kind of private key within the cryptocurrency, which you should keep private, or your application should keep private, and those private keys used to sign your transactions within the blockchain. Then, if we take a look on our credit cards, it's actually access to a specific account. The same thing with our public and address and private key, we can have an access to a specific blockchain and the specific block, which is actually store the amount of assets we have. The same things with like purchasing or paying for services. So with our cash or with our money on a banking account, we can easily pay for goods in any store, or even pay for some services. So the same thing with the cryptocurrency. So using those wallets or applications, you can actually pay for goods, pay for services. Yeah, it's not so widely distributed as like among merchants as Visa or Mastercard, but we're talking about the currency of the future world. So it's still kind of baby, and it's growing really fast. And I think in the future we will just pay attention that the sign of cryptocurrency will appear on the websites or on the doors of our favorite stores, and we will be able paying with cryptocurrency, not just only with the regular money. Please, next slide. So each wallet, the cryptocurrency wallet, has like four major features. So right now, there are a lot of them, like there are more than 300 crypto wallets in the world, and that's only which is actually familiar enough, which you can find in Google. I can't say amount of them which is actually under development now, as one we will mention in this presentation a bit later. But for all of them, the major functions is derive, send, receive, and exchange. So derive is function when you can actually extract the amount of money or amount of digital assets you have based on your account, and then you're able to send them, receive them, or let's say if you have some digital assets in some particular asset, but right now you need another one. Let's say you've got a Bitcoin, but now to purchase something or to send someone, you need an Ethereum or a Dash. So you can easily with your wallet can change from one cryptocurrency to another. And that's the kind of differentiator for different wallets, how many those cryptocurrency they support, and how many of them you can actually change one to another. Next slide, please. And the one of the, let's say, major features, which is actually users always pay attention, is cybersecurity or informational security of those wallets. And most of the wallets, if you will take a look on their websites, you will see as the, like, if not the first, but second for sure, they all tell that they're super secure and super safe. Why it's like, which is actually you can't really find within any other systems and applications. I mean, beside the financial world, but even on a banking application, they are not always so, let's say, um, so generally or so highlight those features. So why so? Because actually, based on the nature of the blockchain, based on the ability, your ability to be, uh, even with crypto wallets, the anonymous users, so no one will know who is actually. So you hide your identity by uh, just an address of your cryptocurrency wallet or your private public address. So it means that anyone with the private key can actually transfer those money anywhere, which is actually it's difficult to have the same situation. Like still we have if we share our CVV or PIN code, but we have much more identification with the banking accounts and banking applications. So the insecure secret management is the really number one in the cybersecurity for the wallets. And we're always talking about how we store those private keys, where we store, how it's like protected, and how actually the application is protected uh, and protect your assets within the digital world. Another thing is actually vulnerabilities within the applications or API access, so the third-party systems, which is actually you always use with wallets within the, let's say, lightweight architecture when you your wallet not used like exact node, or it is a node, but it used the third-party service to blockchain with third-party vendors or third-party services. Another thing is weak access control. So the problem here is that like anyone with any permission, if you have weak access control, can actually log into your device if it's like if it has vulnerabilities itself, and then access to your cryptocurrency wallet, and then use your cryptocurrencies on his own mind. So that's actually the other corner point of the security. And the last, but really not the least one, is smart contract security and vulnerabilities, which is actually uh, appear or exist within the smart contracts. So that's why actually the auditing of smart contracts is like become a really interesting, valuable service, which all the is actually relates to blockchain and use smart contracts in their uh, daily job. So they always asking for that service because the smart contract is actually because of its base, because of its like code base and code nature. So it has some kind of conditions, which is when the condition happened, the smart contract done some kind of operation. And here could be like the major problems. So those vulnerabilities could be hide in code, so someone can use uh, those breaches and actually access those conditions and apply them for like its own benefit. The next slide, please. So that's why it's like kind of things we go through as a basic for any kind of cryptocurrency wallet. So, which I want to highlight, like as we trying to become more familiar with the topic, as cryptocurrency was wallets which store their assets, and actually what is like the major point, major part of each of them, and where we should pay more attention. And to make our presentation like more practical, we want to share with you the cryptocurrency wallet case, which is actually which IPA I'm working on. And let me give voice to Irina, and she will tell you a bit more about this case. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrii. Due to the project is under development and the product isn't officially released, we cannot tell you the name of the project, but we can give you the general information and tell a bit about specific details. So the product is running on React Native to support omnichannel approach. It's mean launch on desktop and mobile and save time on development. Of the features in the wallet is HR, which stands for Human Readable Address. When dealing with cryptocurrencies, we use public address, which is generated as a series of alphanumeric characters and has 51 characters. For example, this product use simple at Irina, for example, instant of 51 characters impossible to remember. What about wallet architectures? The wallet is based on a lightweight architectures that allows to use it on desktop and mobile. It not requires significant resource to operate. What does it mean? To provide standard operations such as send, receive, exchange, and derive, we use integration with third-party services like Bitcore and Challengely. On the other side, to support specific features on all of them HRA, they use the blockchain based on Cosmos Tendamin and integrate with it as well. Maybe you have heard about specific security issues that are applicable to different types of wallets, and these are not an exception. Moreover, they specific come out not only in security, but in quality assurance. Makes sense. Okay. Next, wallet case. From the quality assurance perspective, we faced with some special cases which are not regular for the applications and system inside a blockchain. To make it easier for you, I've divided all the testing effort and defining bugs on coupled categories: integration, functional, and smart contract testing. To make it even more precise, I've highlighted some specific areas. So, for the integration part, those in the values really on third-party services, we should be 100% sure in, and that's why part of services are duplicate each other, and we need to test carefully exceptional cases when one of the services is unreachable and we need to switch quickly to another. For functional test cases, we cover a lot of work and discussion with security engineers and a whole team to find an approach which apply best security practices for fintech system and avoid uh, overwhelming for users. Smart contract testing and blockchain, uh, once again, smart contract and blockchain integration testing require an effort to dig deeper into technology to be able to test all the application cases. Okay, as a summary, I can say that cryptocurrency wallets as a system has its own specific, brings challenges and require to find new approaches in well-known quality assurance work. On this slide, you can see a few of testing type which we apply during the validation of wallet. This slide contains type of testing according to the number of detected defects. The largest number of defects was found during integration testing, then functional testing and smart contract validation. Now we have the time for your questions, please. Okay. If you haven't any questions, we can complete this course, and I would like to thank you. Thank you for coming, and have a nice evening. Yes, Andrew?
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Irina, for presentation. Thanks everyone for attending. So you know at least how our names. So if you have any questions, probably something come up with you and later, so you can easily reach to us, find us, and we'll be glad to answer on your questions and help to navigate in the ocean of the blockchain and cryptocurrency world. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.